everyone, welcome to Meet the Characters for Theros, Legends of the Underworld. I'm Emma, I'm DMing the show, and we're here with Pav. Pav, do you want to introduce yourself and your character for Legends of the Underworld?
So I'm Pav. I've played with Adventurers Wanted a few times now, and I'm very excited to be in Theros. I think it's going to be a very fun campaign. And we had a little bit of a chat about it the other day, and yeah, I'm very excited. And so yeah, my character is called Neofytos, and he is a satyr who has kind of odd beginnings. In that he was actually created by one of the other player characters who I'm not sure if I should say who they are. I'm not sure anything about them.
Maybe we'll keep that one a secret for now. So we know that we're looking for a satyr. So
yes.
I believe satyrs in here are called fauns.
They are indeed.
Would you prefer the male faun or the female faun to start off?
I think we'll start with the male body, although I'm kind of hoping for something a little bit androgynous, but I think we're going to be able to do that with Hero Forge.
Yes, we can. So once we get into the body, we can kind of change all the proportions. So, but I love the horns here, so it's a good place to start.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So we'll move on to the head. Oh, it's gone straight in on horns, but we'll start with the face. We can change the softness, which is generally like... I mean, kind of the sort of the roundness of the features.
I didn't know you could do that.
Or you can change, there's a lot of like different faces here to choose from. Is there a face that you prefer?
I feel like, I was thinking about this, and like we spoke a bit about like the idea of like Pan's Labyrinth style, like fawns, and like something a little bit bestial. And I can see there are some options that are a bit more like, a bit more animal-y. Yeah. And I think that, I'm kind of interested in that, but I'm not really sure which one.
I mean, do you want me to put some?
Yeah, let's try feline, because I feel like feline is like, I quite like that.
I mean, that's really cute. I really like, do you want to have a look at the dog one as well?
Yeah.
That's really cute too. I don't know. Do you have a preference?
I feel like I'm drawn more to the feline one.
I think that it works really well with the horns.
Definitely. Very fun.
Is there anything you want different on this slider? Kind of pulling the size of the face in.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think I prefer that actually.
Yeah, up here?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fun.
Expression, my favorite.
I feel like, can we start with the third like default one at the top? Like you see that the faces,
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And then I feel like I want a little bit more smile maybe.
More smile.
Yeah, that's quite. Oh, a little bit back. Touch back.
More back.
Yeah, and maybe a bit less cocky. Maybe it's a bit too cocky.
I mean, that level of cocky. Do you want any snarl in there?
What is snarl? I don't actually know.
Snarl sort of opens the mouth a bit. That just looks weird.
Yeah, that does look a bit.
And then arg, which is just.
I love the descriptions. Just an open mouth. I feel like we're good. I feel like that's
grand.
Nice. It's warm, but it's a bit cocky.
Ears wise, it's giving you these kind of soft goat ears. Guessing fawn ears.
Fawn ears.
They're quite cute. Do you like them?
I do quite like them. I think, like I said, I quite like that they're quite prominent and a bit animally. That feels like in the right vein for me. Do
you want to try any of the other ears, or shall we just stick with those ones?
I think let's stick with those ones. I feel like let's be picky where we're picky, because we're going to be picky in some places.
We move on to hair, which I will admit is one of my favourite categories. There are so many different options.
Yes, I was like, it's definitely luscious locks, and it's just a question of which locks ones? And how luscious.
Are we on buns, or are we like long flowing?
I feel like long flowing, and like the vision I have for the character is like. Like a lot of hair and not a lot of clothing. Yeah, I quite like, and I think curly.
I mean, that is a lot of hair. Are we this much hair?
I feel like we might be this much hair. The only one I would try on maybe is the first one on that row with a bit more of the braid.
This one?
Yeah.
That
helps with the horns.
That's good hair. That makes the horns more defined. That one?
Yeah, I think that's nice.
Yeah, excellent hair. beard. It has given you shaggy beard. Do you want a different?
Doesn't feel right. I feel like I quite like something a little bit more youthful looking.
Something a little bit shorter, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. What does it look like with just? Oh, actually, interesting. What is it like with just the moustache? I quite like that look sometimes.
The cop stash or the handlebar moustache?
I feel like cop. Maybe let's try it. Oh no, that's a bit weird. I quite like the one that you had before, actually.
Just the chin goatee. It's quite cute.
It is quite cute. It is. It's like I'm a little bit wild, but I'm a little bit trimmed. That's it.
Trimmed in all the right places.
Trimmed in all the right places is, yeah, definitely.
Eyebrows. It has given you the plain eyebrows. There are also bushy eyebrows or like scarred eyebrows. I mean, I'm not sure Neo is scarred necessarily.
No, not scarred. Unless, if insofar as he was, it would be because he was created scarred.
Yes, indeed. Carved in that manner.
Exactly. I quite like the piercings here, I think. Yeah, I think that is like, that's kind of, I like that little bit of edge.
Yeah, a little bit of something extra.
Exactly.
And it's giving you the humanoid eyes, but I'm assuming not going robotic or alien. So
yeah, that makes sense to me.
Now, teeth is quite interesting because it's giving you normal teeth, but there are in here like rodent teeth or like slightly more bestial teeth.
Yeah, can I have a look? I don't know what that would look like. I'm intrigued.
I mean, they're really hard to see.
Yeah.
They are in there, but
I feel like I might go for normal teeth. I feel like dental care is a thing for Neo.
Very hot on the dental care.
Yeah, exactly.
And then additional is horns. So you've got these
kind of like ram horns.
I think you must have. They must be these ones, I think, although they're not showing.
Okay. Is it because they may be in a different place on the head? No, that'd be weird.
But yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Large curly horns. So that's what you've got at the moment. Yeah. Do you like them, or would you like to investigate other horn options?
I'm trying to think if I like any of these other things. I do quite like them. I think I quite like that they go, like, I don't really necessarily want to go into too much of a like kind of pointy, like devilish kind of direction. I think that it is quite nice. It
does. It definitely says satyr, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what we want.
Indeed.
We're very much in Theros.
We are indeed in Theros. Right, so we will move on to body, which is where we can go into a little bit more of the kind of definition. So you've got a humanoid torso. So this is just if you want to be a bit more emasculate, gaunt or frog-like, which I'm assuming.
Oh, I see with the hands, right?
Not.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll move on from that. I think where are they? And again, you've got the bovine legs there, so you've got the little satyr hoofs. And here is where we can kind of change the measurements. So at the moment, you're about 6 feet tall. How tall do you think Neo is?
Shorter than that, definitely. How tall are satyrs? I feel like they're short.
I think satyrs are quite short. I would say maybe like 5 foot to 5'5".
Yeah. I'm down for that. I feel like Neo's quite small.
I'll put him sort of towards the 5 end of between 5 and 6.
Very nice.
So there we go. And you've got a D20 in there to see how big he.
Oh right, for reference. That's gonna be very cute.
So now you can change how big his head is in proportion to.
Is that how much of that is about?
Just how big his head is in proportion to the rest of his body.
Lovely.
So I mean, do you want to have a big head?
I mean, I feel like Neo does have quite a big head, but I feel like that. I think that he is aesthetically well proportioned, but I feel like he has a large ego. But so yeah, I feel like for his sake, and to not incur his wrath, let's keep his head in proportion.
In normal proportion.
Yeah.
Weight is just adding more weight to the body. So
I think it seems like a little bit thinner is probably what I'm imagining, just because I think that we lose a little bit. So
down here.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Grand. Posture, I believe, just like.
What is posture?
Pull your head back.
Oh.
or slouches you forward.
What are you talking about? I quite like I feel like it's a little bit the kind of like slightly regal, like it's quite
where are we feeling? Up here? Even more?
Yeah, that's nice. Nice and open. Big.
Perfect. Build is muscles. So sorry, just shoulders. Just shoulders.
Not. Definitely less shoulders.
Are we? I mean, here looks about right to me proportionally.
Yeah.
And
upper scale.
Upper scale is basically the proportion of your torso as compared to your legs.
Oh, okay. I think we're about right there. I think it's like we want the a smaller torso compared to legs. We've got the big bovine legs.
Yeah, cool. Muscularity, there we go. Is he muscly?
Not really. Not in a satyr form. But because he's a druid, which I didn't say before, he will be able to change into muscly forms.
Yeah. So probably about here is about right then.
Yeah,
not too much definition.
Yeah, this is looking about what I was thinking. This is nice.
Grand. Bust, it's put you right at the end scale because this is a male figure, but you can have slightly more if you want.
Okay. Let me see. I think right where it was makes sense as well still.
Grand. And then waist and belly do just add where it says they would add.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Oh, I think actually a little bit more waist is good there actually.
Yeah. Are we thinking here?
Yeah, that's lovely.
Grand. And then do you want more belly or do you want it to stay where it is?
I think it's where it is grand.
Grand. And then curves, I think adds more kind of just hips. Yeah, more hips. There you go.
Yeah. Ooh, how much curves? Maybe a touch less curves than that. Maybe. Yeah. Perfect.
Grand. And then booty is as it states. There we go.
Lovely. Yeah, I feel like he needs a little bit of booty, to be fair.
Here?
Yeah, perfect.
Grand. You don't have wings, so we won't
look
at the wings menu. But you could have a tail if you wanted, because you are a satyr.
I was thinking about this, yeah.
Why has it turned you back round? Put it back. Oh, you've got a little fluff. Oh, look, there it is. You've got a tiny little fluffy fawn tail.
That is cute.
That is really cute. Do you want something a bit less like? I'm gonna use the term pert.
Oh.
You could have like a cow tail.
What is a cow? Well, that's quite a lot. That's quite a big tail.
A lot of tail.
Yeah, I feel like we stay with. I feel like Hereford has made a good decision for us, and we'll stick with that.
Stick with deer tail. Additional is like turtle shells, which definitely not the case here. All right, here we go with clothing. Right, I'm gonna push the boat out and say maybe we're not wearing any headwear.
I agree with that. I mean, horns do kind of get in the way of that, I think.
Should we start with chest and go on from there?
I think so, yeah. So I'm basically looking for like the most I am from the woods and don't wear a lot of civilization clothing. I think that's the kind of vibe I'm going for. So I feel like there is something I've seen before. So that's kind of an option. And then there was something.
I mean, you can literally just have a
little wrap.
Waist wraps.
That's quite nice, actually. Not sure how there. Let's scroll down a little bit more. What am I looking for? I've seen something before that's like. I feel like I've. Oh, what is? Do you see? Oh, that's the fishy one. The one after that one.
That one? Fair shore.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
I think that's what I want.
Yeah, that's really cute.
I was like, the wood kind of makes sense in a sort of like, because I was thinking about if I was made poorly, perhaps there was a scrap of wood left on my chest, but I feel like this is what was rightly made.
Yeah, no, that's really cute. Do you want any gloves?
Nah, don't need gloves.
And leg-wise, what are we feeling?
I feel like I might be happy with this, I'm not sure if I want...
There's a slightly longer one they've just put in.
Okay.
Or there's... So...
It's a little bit... Maybe that goes a bit nicer. I quite like the cracked belt buckle.
I think this feels... To me, I had a look at this. This feels quite Theros-y to me. It feels quite kind of cool, funky. But... Definitely. Up to you which one you prefer.
No, well, obviously I have to go with the cool and funky, I think.
You will not be able to wear feet things, I believe, because you have hooves. Why would you need them?
Exactly.
And I'm guessing that Neo is probably not COVID compliant, probably not wearing a mask.
out in the open air.
We went straight past shoulders, but I'm assuming you don't want any pauldrons because that would cover up your beautiful fur.
Exactly, a little bit of fur,
sure. Yeah. Gear-wise, what are you holding?
I'm holding a wooden staff, definitely.
Staff.
In my... I don't know why I think left hand. For some reason, left hand, though.
Left hand is definitely...
I'm definitely right-handed, but for some reason, yeah.
Sometimes it happens like that. Is it ornate? Is it quite simple?
I feel like it's simple. It's definitely wood, and it's definitely like quite... Oh, I wonder if it's like a bit more gnarly, though, in terms of like, it looks more like...
Oh, like a tree?
Yeah. Oh, like that one. Yeah. There's one there that was like, had like a bit of a knot at the top. Where was it?
This one?
Yeah.
Is that's your right hand?
Right hand. So yeah, the other hand. Yeah.
Whoop! I have two.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy.
Would you like any other gear? Because there are all sorts of things in here. You can have.
Yeah, I was like, is there anything like a little bit?
You can have
like
a bird. You can have a squirrel.
Oh, the squirrel. Do you know what? Because I was thinking plant, but I could actually see squirrel. Like, I don't own a squirrel, but squirrels may sit on my hand at points. There's something quite cute about that.
I'm trying to think where a plant would be. Let's try other. I mean, there's a rubber duck in here, so maybe there's a potted plant. I mean, you can have a dice. Your character can have a dice. Course.
That's a little bit meta.
I'm not seeing a plant. What's that? You can have a giant leaf.
I quite like that. I kind of miss the squirrel though as well. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? Oh, what's the rose bouquet? Oh no, I feel like we need a bouquet of roses.
Rose bouquet? I think that is very, very in character.
Yes.
On point. Beautiful.
It's like maybe there's a wedding coming up. Who knows?
Do you want any rings?
Nah, too fancy.
Extra piercings.
I feel like we do need some extra piercings because I don't feel like it's just the eyebrows. That feels a bit wrong. I feel like we definitely want like. I feel like the top of the ear and then maybe the navel. I'm not sure about nose, maybe. You
can have any of these. So double, a little sphere, a hoop or a large hoop. What do you fancy?
I feel double. I feel like I like the double vibe and I feel like, yeah.
Oh, that's really cute.
I feel like I also feel like, I think from the character's perspective, I don't feel like he was made with piercings and I feel like piercings are something that he's like chosen for himself since then. An expression of freedom, kind of. Exactly.
Anywhere else? Nose, belly button?
I think belly button. What does that look like? Oh, do I like that? Do I not like that?
We can put colour in it, so it could be a different colour.
Whoa. That's quite an exciting option. I was not expecting that. Yeah, so let's leave it. Like I'm excited by an accent colour navel piercing.
Excellent. Let's move on to posing. Because I think this is going to be quite exciting. Let's put one in to start with, and then we'll move from there. Are there any that kind of strike your fancy?
Nothing too dramatic, I don't think, actually. I think it's like something that's like fun, something that feels like quite light. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I really like the knee tilt there, actually. That's very cute.
We'll start there and we can move him out into ways that feel... What would you like with the head? Do you want something a bit less tilted, or?
Maybe if we can bring it a little bit because I think we've got the posture as well. It's like quite.
Where's that?
Aha! Yeah. Nice.
There we go.
Yeah.
Grand. So basically, I can click any bit and then we can move it. So.
Oh, wow.
Do you want? I feel like maybe if the staff was a bit, I don't know, maybe a bit straighter.
Yeah, and I like that we've kept that like the legs, but then we were a bit more like front on.
Woo. I didn't know what I did then.
Interesting. Yes. Oh, I like that. That's quite clear.
And where do you want the flowers?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe if we do the same with the flowers, will that look a bit dull? But maybe let's try it and bring them forward a little bit as well, because I feel like maybe we lose a bit of detail. Oh, what happens if you press that sword point thing that you pressed with the staff?
Oh yeah, points them out.
That's very cute. Yes, I like it. Yeah, that's like very holds flowers.
The other thing that we can do is just potentially move your hair if you want, so it's away from your tail, or maybe
I also feel like it's a little bit windswept now, which I also feel is appropriate.
Bend it away so it feels like you're moving, which is really nice.
I love it.
Well, I just want to
go on, please play.
I kind of just want to move that slightly so that it looks a bit less weird. There we go, that's better. There we go. What do you think? I really like it. It feels quite like, I like that it feels open, it feels warm, it feels fun, it feels a bit cheeky. It just feels very fun. I feel like it feels very in character. Definitely. All right, this is the fun part. So yeah, what is this? I don't know what this for. So this is where we get to add all of the colour. Okay. What would you like to start with? Because we can start anywhere. Whoop. I feel like let's start with skin tone, because that makes sense in terms of our base. So there are all of these different colours. Okay. So these are all of the common ones, and there are like obviously slightly more out there colours depending on if you're playing a race with differently coloured skin. Do you have a thought on where Neo might sit? I feel like he's like I want to go a bit darker. Like I'm like very. This is like the very like light background stuff. But I feel like often like Hellenic characters are portrayed as like very pale. I think historically like Greek people aren't necessarily. So I'm interested in something a little bit darker. Yeah, that deep 3. Let's see what that looks like. So I just interesting. You just paint it. So his nose could be a different colour if you wanted. Oh wow! It looks so nice when you add. Look at that! It is really so exciting. Really nice. I'm very excited. So that's that one. If you wanted to go slightly darker, that's kind of what the next one would look like. Okay. I feel like we're in the right place, maybe. Grand. Where we are. Perfect. We'll leave it where it is then. Do you want the nose to be a different colour, or do you want it to be the same? I'm interested. He goes a slightly paler colour for the nose. Oh, that's quite nice, because it looks a little bit like a bit more again, like kind of like animal-y. Yeah. Quite like that. That's cute. Can always change that later. And do you want that to come through onto the hooves as well? Look at that. Look how tasteful that is, Emma. Is the nose like so its own little baby thing? Oh, okay. So then you could put like a little red or something. So if you go into the cloth, you could put like a little pink in, or yeah. Let's have a look. Which one do you fancy? Should we go? I want to go more pink, but let's save the brighter colours for that. Yeah, let's do the coral, because I feel like we're going to go a bit more bright in other places. Yeah. That's really cute. Let's do his eyes next, because otherwise he starts to look a bit scary. Unnerving. I think dark brown, just like keep it nice and this one or this one, or there is that one. I feel like brown dilate. I feel like Neofytos spends a lot of time with dilated eyeballs, not because of any substance necessarily, but because of wonderment and joy and revelry. To clarify. Shall we do hair? Yes. So there are all of these natural colours. There are also all of the bright colours. So it's up to you what you fancy. There are obviously a lot of choice here. So can I have this kind of something that looks a little bit like autumn leafy? This one? I think if you go in the coloured section. Oh yeah. The 6th one along. I'm kind of interested in seeing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah,
Nub fruit. Does it need to be a bit darker? Maybe it does.
Woo. I don't know. I think that's kind of.
What about maybe one of the earlier ones? Like the. Is that going to be too orangey? What do we think? Are we being too crazy with the wrong? Okay. No, yeah. I don't know.
That one. So that would be. I mean, that's quite. That is definitely. That feels more autumnal to me, but it is up to you what you feel. This is also really cool.
Oh, I feel very torn. It definitely feels like it needs to be something like in this arena. I feel like actually I'm more drawn to the one before.
So
I feel like the Mandarin one, I think it was. Yeah.
Yes. So this one. I think that is really nice. Yeah, very pretty.
Oh, we need to do the ears.
Oh yes, indeed I do. I'll just pop in here. So that is
wow.
the skin.
And inside of it, there's so much detail. How do they colour this, like in real life?
So it's put on a tray. They're all stuck down, and then it's like printed in layers. It's really cool.
In colour, isn't it? It's printed in colour.
It's printed in colour. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you can have differently coloured fingernails. Do you have thoughts?
I don't really have thoughts. I feel like I trust your instincts because you're very good at the subtle.
Sure,
I'm not very good at the subtle, but you're quite good at the subtle. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, just on that side. Hooray!
Huzzah.
Right. Horns.
Horns. What colour are horns? That's a good question.
Well, I think if we go into the horns, you can have. Any of the horn. I mean, there's a fire beast.
Oh, that looks really nice and sensible, but I'm definitely looking at the pink and purple one below it.
Oh, this one, blinged of hell. They can be two-tone as well, so you can chuck another colour in there. The purple is awesome. I love it. Do you want them to fade into a different colour, or do you want them all to be purple?
I don't want it all to be purple.
Yeah.
I feel like my justification is because I was created, I don't need to have sensible colouring.
No need at all. No, I love that. That's such a good colour combination. It looks excellent. Amazing.
I'm a big fan of clashing bold colours in real life and in
this is
now D&D as well.
This is on point. I love this. Cool. So we have your clothes. What are you thinking for this? Because it's obviously it's meant to be fur, but it could be kind of autumn leaves.
Well, I like the idea of it being autumn leaves. I also kind of I was thinking about it. I like the look of the fur, and I like the look of the necklace. But I'm also like, I don't actually know that Neo would like be super comfortable like hurting animals and things like that. So I feel like in my head I'm thinking of it kind of as like leaves and rocks, even though it's kind of not meant to be that.
So there are the leaf colours, or we could go back into the hair and choose the kind of nub fruit colour.
Oh yeah, let's have a look what that looks like. Oh, okay.
So
I'm really enjoying how clashy it is. It makes me very happy.
I kind of really like it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it looks like a child's drawing, and that is how I like to dress in low. I'm like, yes, that was the appropriate colour because it was the only crayon you had.
What do we think? Should we stick with this, or do you want to change it? I mean, that is very autumnal. Do you want to try something different?
Stick with it. I feel like... yeah, I do kind of want to stick with it. I kind of like it. I kind of like that it's wrong. It's right because it's wrong.
Yeah. What do you want to do for these bits here? There is a whole section of leather colours, so we could stick in some like leather accents.
Yeah, maybe something a bit darker actually, because you've got quite a lot of bright, like maybe like one of the, almost like a sort of like, as if it was like a dark like stone or something. Like the, yeah, let's try that one and see what that looks like. Okay.
So.
It's like something a bit more sensible, in amongst the the neon.
If we pop that in down here as well, that's quite.
And then I think maybe should we make this? Maybe make the stones, or like the teeth, which I'm thinking of as stones, as a slightly different color. I think that will work.
Yes. Do you want them to be? We've got the whole bone option. Do you want them to look like bone?
Maybe if we go, let's see. Okay.
Or there's like slightly like duller.
Oh, I think I prefer that actually. Yeah. That's nice.
Oh no, I will just change that back.
I love it.
Seeing as you don't want your skin to be crumbling bone coloured. There we go. Grand.
I feel like it's coming together.
Oh, it looks great. I love it.
What do we think that thing on the arm is? Is it, in terms of material, is it leaves again? No, it looks like something else.
It looks like an armband. I think it's a like a rope armband, I think.
So maybe we need something like a bit like browny for that.
If we look at what we have already, we could pop the same as the teeth in. So
yeah. That looks nice. That works.
Cool. I mean, for your staff, where's the wood section? Here is the wood section.
I love that it's like material based. This is great.
Yeah, it does make things easier. There are a lot of different colours of wood, apparently. Who knew?
If the in the middle on the top, that's like storied wood. Doesn't feel right.
Came out quite red, didn't it?
It did come out a bit more red.
Is this
okay.
Slightly green one, or that one is like a slightly darker version of the reddy one?
What the one? Oh yeah, have a look at that one. That's one.
So that's the mahogany, or that one is like a darker version of the red.
Yeah, maybe that one actually. Yeah. I feel like darker feels about right. Yeah, and again, it's like something a little bit simple, so that the accents really jump out.
Yeah. Right. Let's turn our attention to the loincloth section. I'm going to come back to this leather for the belt section.
That definitely makes sense.
What do you think for this bit? Maybe a slightly paler brown leather?
Let's have a look. Like I said, I trust in your instincts. I trust you to bring the subtle, Emma.
I think if we're like drawing the eye up to all of this awesomeness up here, maybe we can do something a bit paler.
Keep the eye away from other places. Is what you're saying.
Maybe this? I don't know what you think.
Okay. Yeah. Very tasteful. Very tasteful. And then the middle things are like
shiny.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like they are shiny.
What?
But I feel like they're like, what are they? Yeah, what kind of shiny?
What kind of shiny do you want? Because there's
natural. Or what was in natural or weathered maybe? But natural. Yeah, we've got like that second one maybe. It looks like a sort of like the one up. What is it? Yeah, maybe. What does that look like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to echo that through some of the...
Yeah, through the body.
You are now made of metal.
Great.
Some of the piercings? So maybe some of the...
Yeah, that's nice. I like that it's shiny, but it's not too shiny.
And then
it's not too fancy.
We can put something else in for some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Do you want something shiny but colourful in this one?
I think so, yeah. I feel we do need a bit of colour. And
maybe some purple to echo your horns. Have I just changed it? No, I haven't. It's just stuck. I was really worried then. What about...
Yeah.
This.
I like it.
And do you want one of your eyebrow piercings to be
I think
same?
so. And then maybe... what was it? Actually, no, maybe too much if it was the ears, because this is near the... What do we think? Does it work? Is there one of the ear ones that doesn't have one as well at the colour at the moment?
So there's one here, and one here. Oh no, 2 over here that don't have anything in just yet.
I feel like we should go with a. This is me being wrong. The one, the like green that's like diagonally to the left.
This one?
The gleaming green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all the rest of them, do you think?
I feel like maybe for all the rest of them. Because green and purple is obviously a famous colour combination.
You went to the same person and got all of these done. They only had one type of metal left, and it was all green.
And it was whatever that metal is. Yeah.
So I think the only thing left to do is your hooves. And
that's quite fun.
Bunch of roses. Right, what are we thinking?
What are we thinking? I'm thinking like a silly colour again, but that's because that's always my opinion.
I mean, I was kind of expecting you to go purple again, but we could.
Oh, that's quite cute. What is purple again? Because it kind of it makes the purple, which makes no sense, make maybe very slightly more sense.
It's really cute. I'm quite tempted to try and put in. Yeah, there we go. What do you think?
So tasteful. You're making my crazy colour combinations tasteful, Anna. And then and then we got to do some pretty roses.
Here are the plant colours. So if I do stalks, what colour do you want them to be? Because there's a whole bunch of flower colours down here.
There is a whole bunch of flowers.
I mean, we can choose literally any of the other colours for them as well. These are just the ones they've put in as flowers.
Yeah. What does it look like if it's like, because there is maybe like some nice flowers that we're thinking about in game, which are... Yes,
so they would be bright pink, I think.
What can we try the flower bright pink, which is maybe like the middle pink? Or maybe you do literally each individual flower. See, that they know the level of detail that you want, which is like
have metals.
Every flower. They're like people who play D&D think way too much about the colour of every single part of their character.
So for comparison, that is the purple, and then there is the pink.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I think you were right for the pink. The pink is the right colour.
It's kind of a nice accent.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then I can see that we've missed your tail as well.
The tail I was going to say, do people have tails the same colour as hair? And then I realised that people don't generally have tails, so then I don't know.
We use this for your hair. Why?
That's like multiple.
Why are you doing this to me here? Oh no, that's your belt buckle.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
I think, it's cute.
Oh, I'm excited.
Right, and there we go. There you have it. There is Neofytos. Are you happy, Pav?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite happy.
Is it everything you wanted?
It is kind of everything I wanted it to be, and more.
Amazing.
The colour is just like everything.
Yeah, no, it's so good. I love that so much. It's such like it conveys the free-spiritedness of Neo so much.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really fun character to play with, and people should definitely come and watch us play Legends of the Underworld when you'll get to see Neo in full action. So we will see you all soon in playing D&D. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.